Okay, we're not muted anymore. How are you guys doing? This whole fight week has me so hyped. My friend was like, you have so much energy since you're in such a good mood. I'm like, yes. Do you understand what is happening tomorrow? Anyways, they don't care. But we care, so that's all. How are you doing, JV165, Coin, Grave Zolko, Marco? We will make thousands of dollars this weekend. Yeah, we'll see. What's up, Fairy? Good luck on picks. Thank you. I think it will be good. I'm actually here to give you guys updates before the weigh-in because I'm here early. Weigh-in starts at 6, or in UFC time 6:15. JV165, thank you for the $5. Let's go. My favorite Russian girl is live. Thanks for the content. We will sweep this card. Yes, and I do actually have some updates. I watched the official weigh-in. There's also the ceremonial coming up, so we'll see how everything looks. By the way, yeah, Brian Battle missed weight by like 6 pounds. Some shit, like a lot. He looked bloated. Like he looked inflamed at the weigh-in. I don't know. It was weird. So I guess the fight is off. Oh, 4 pounds. Is he still fighting? People were saying it's off, but I don't really know. He moved up a weight class and still missed weight. That's fucking crazy. Did the scale have bad juju or something? Yeah, I don't know. He looks like he didn't even train. This is what I'm saying. Like, he looks like he just ate fucking pizza and had beer yesterday. Meanwhile, did you guys see how Ruzaboyev looked? Ruzaboyev was out there looking stacked. I'm just saying. Oh, they pulled him out. That's so crazy. Brian Battle would make more sense to have the Fluffy Hernandez nickname. Yeah. Dang. So who's Ruzaboyev fighting now? Ruzaboyev would have smoked him totally. At like looking like that, totally. Fuck, 4 pounds, dude. Really? Oh, nobody. Thanks. That fight's just fully off. I was really excited for that one too. Especially, okay guys, I've been watching the Embedded series vlogs. This is... Did I hit the bowl, by the way? For you, JV165? I think I did, but let me just hit it again. Why not? Maybe Kevin Holland. I think yeah, I'm just going. Also, another thing too is like I'm gonna have a busy week because I'm going to... It's my older brother's birthday and my younger brother's in town, so I'm gonna go visit Canada for a few days on Tuesday. That is the plan, folks. So the season is busy. We are going to visit Canada. Yeah, I think that'll just be like a me thing. But yeah, my older brother's birthday is on the 20th. On the 20th. So yeah, exciting. I don't know if he's doing anything. I think he probably will, but he hasn't told anybody about his plans. 2 fights already off the card. What's the other fight? Missing weight when you're already going up in weight class is crazy work. Dude, did you guys see how fucked up he looked? He looked like he literally was on a bender yesterday. CDF versus Bobby. Dang. Dang, that's crazy. I wanted to see that fight too. I wanted to see fucking Bobby Green. Wait, not CDF. Wait, isn't he's still fighting Diego Ferreira, right? I don't see him on the card though. Am I tripping? Arnk, Bobby Green pulled out. Fucking A. Good evening, folk. Good evening. Brian Battle looks like he didn't even try. Apparently, he's been having drinking issues and issues with This he looked fucking hungover. Like he legit. I know I say this sometimes, but the guy literally looked hungover. Thoughts on Susurkayev or whatever his name is. It's so funny because like I think if this name was not Russian, like I would not. I'd be like, that's a fucking difficult name to pronounce. But I'm like, I don't know. It's like phonetically it makes sense to me. Baisangur Susurkayev, but I know that that's like not the case for everyone. Anyways, I think he's pretty good. I'm actually picking him to win. Bobby Green pulled out, yeah. Why did Bobby Green pull out? I wanted to see that fight too. Those are actually like fuck. Why couldn't it have been fucking Edson Barboza and Jurkar close? Why couldn't it have been Jessica Andrade and Lupita Godinez? Anyways, we still need your reference portrait. Okay. Maybe I'll send one at some point. In the Discord. I have Susurkaya versus first round KO. I see that too. I mean, I feel like here are the ones I feel good about right now. Alibi Idris looked fucking amazing. Like 100%. Dione Barbosa looked fucked, by the way, at the weigh-in. Not exactly fucked, but she definitely looked like she didn't have a fight camp. That's what she looked like. So Karine Silva might want to actually win that one. R.I.P. Brian Battle. Alexander Hernandez also looked kind of fucked up. I don't know if he had a rough weight cut, but I still feel pretty good about Chase Hooper. Interestingly, on the Embedded, this last episode, the 5th episode of the Embedded, Alexander Hernandez's team was like, oh, like he's looking good this time around. Finally, he's not fighting someone who's like super high paced. I think he can get a first round KO, and I'm like, when was the last time Alexander Hernandez got a first round KO? I mean, I don't know. I was like, bro, you looked sick at the weigh-in. What are your picks? I made a whole prediction video, but I will update you guys because I mean when the weigh-ins actually begin. Fairy live. What's up, Fairy? DDP about to drown. Dude. Did you guys see, dude, yesterday night, I ate an edible and just started fucking watching UFC clips. And I watched the 4th episode of UFC Embedded, and I'm sorry, but like, I just saw like DDP training, and then I saw Hamzat training, and I was like, and did you guys hear the way Hamzat's coach talked about him? He was like, yeah, you know, when Hamzat was younger, he had this like, how did I call like the animal in him or something? And basically it was saying like, oh, as he got older, he learned how to control it. And so now, you know, he's just waiting for that moment to unleash the demon or some shit like that. And I was like, dude, thank you for telling me everything I needed to know. Hamzat is gonna go fucking unleash his demons on DDP. I'm sorry, like, what? Did you guys see, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm taking things too abstractly, but I think that for me, I was just like, oh, like. And another thing, guys, I watched the fucking press. By the way, hello, Dr. Easy, Sean Skywalker. Who else is in here? my regulars. Anyways, guys, the press conference. I think Hamzat is succeeding in the intimidation tactics. Like, seriously, Hamzat looked... Or not Hamzat, DDP looked fucking scared. And, like, I know he was trying not to look that way, but legit, not even scared, but he looked like he knew he was going to lose. And dude, when they were facing each other off, and Hamza was like, "Bro, you already know what's gonna happen. Like you already know your fate." And I was like, "Oh my god." Oh my god, the Russian bias is ridiculous. DDP all the way, all day, dude. I don't know. Here's the thing: DDP actually looked really good at the weigh-in. Not gonna lie, that's one thing I will say. He looked probably the best I've ever seen him. He looked really good, but we shall still see. Okay, I don't know. Like I'm just saying. Like I'm just telling you guys what I have absorbed from this whole situation. You know what I mean? Fair, I think Hamza makes it look easy and would be... Dude, you know what this is reminding me of? Do you guys remember... I know this is not exactly the same situation, but do you guys remember Connor versus Aldo? Like, what everything that was leading up to that fight and how people were like, oh, shit, I don't know. Like, and then he knocked him out in 13 seconds. This is how I feel about this. I'm like, it's just a different level, you know? And this is what I'm saying, too. Oh. I saw that seemed to confirm what you said about Chimaev fighting for all the marbles. Yes, and dude, the entire UFC embedded thing was him like basically confirming that, saying like just all the things he's saying. I'm like, oh, this. And I showed my friends. I'm like, dude, tell me, who do you think is gonna win? And I was also like, I'm like, dude, this other dude is psycho. And 5 minutes into watching the press conference, they were like, oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. That dude looks fucking psycho. If you haven't seen the DDP Speedo video, then you don't understand why he's going to beat Hamzat. I don't think I have seen the DDP Speedo. What's the Speedo video? The weigh-in already happened. I thought it was later. The ceremonial, it's at 6. It's gonna be in like 15 minutes. He was nervous to say anything. Drake is pissed he's not getting the respect as champion. And I don't know. My parlay with Chimaev, Asakura, Barboza, and Hooper finna hit. We'll see. Asakura is a weird one for me. I think he's still gonna win, but it's not one I would put on a parlay. Barboza looked good. Edson Barboza looked solid. Who else looked good? Honestly, Lerone Murphy looked good too. I couldn't. I'm having such a difficult time taking Aaron Pico seriously. I don't know why, guys. Press conference was kind of whack. It was, yeah. The energy in there was weird. It was weird. I think Drickus was just surprised Hamzat had that many fans in Chicago. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, they were all booing him. He was like, that was not even what I was prepared for. I didn't even think I was gonna get booed like that. I thought they were gonna support me more. Of course, the Russian spy is rooting for Hamzat. Okay, dude, I had this actual thought the other day that like, what if my mom was a Russian spy? That would make way more sense. You know those Russian spies that like get sent but never get deployed? They never get activated. The legitimate thought that I had, I was like, wait a second. That would make total sense. That would make, like, if I found out she was a spy, I'd be like, oh. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, that suddenly everything makes sense. Like a spy that just never got activated. Anyways, guys. You are a great find, great energy, obviously knowledgeable, psychologically astute, and perceptive in your commentary. Oh, thank you. That was a really nice comment, Pedro. Thank you, thank you. I don't know who's going to win. I'm just hoping for a good fight. My concern is no matter who wins, who is there left for either of them to fight? Yeah, that's the question. I think Hamzat's gonna have to change weight classes after. I don't know, but who's yeah? I mean, dude, I know I'm gonna be like shocked either way, whichever outcome happens, plays out. Are you attracted to Chimaev? No, why are you asking me that? Brian, battle, yeah, the battle fight is canceled because he fucking missed weight after moving up a weight class and looked fucking hungover. So probably, like, he would have definitely gotten knocked out. So, like, good for him. Pico looked so shy at the press conference. Yeah, and also during the embedded vlogs. I don't know, he just, like, had a weird vibe. I couldn't quite tell what the hell was going on with him. And his parents also were like, yeah, we support him, but honestly, we feel like he's gonna lose. Like, they didn't say that, obviously, but they looked like they looked like they were saying that. You know what I mean? And I hate to say that. I hate to be that person, but Pica's gonna be our next. Oh, Pica's gonna be the next Gaethje and Poirier style fighter, dudes. The dog. If Leron thinks he's gonna pop shot to December, he's getting flat to. I don't know. I think Pico didn't look that good, honestly. Are you a Russian spy though? No, I'm not. You might be a sleeper agent. Don't count it out. Yeah, maybe. Maybe my mom was like prepping me for that my whole life. That would make so much sense. You know what I mean? Like, if she never got activated, but like her mission was like to like basically fucking groom me for some sort of role, I'd be like, oh yeah. Anyways. I'm getting major Connor versus Eddie vibes. So many people were saying Connor had no cardio and no takedown defense, fighting a gritty wrestler like Chimaev, having no striking and no cardio. That's what I'm saying. And then, like, you know what's crazy too is I actually, guys, I went fucking deep with this, okay? I did it for you and for me too, of course. But I went and watched the old embedded videos from when Connor was fighting, from these fights that everyone was like, oh, well, he's taking it, like, what's gonna happen? Especially the one with Jose Aldo. And the whole time I was like, they were showing clips of Connor training and showing clips of Aldo training, and I was like, oh, well, seems pretty obvious, you know? And now that I'm getting the same feeling with this too. I'm like, well, it seems pretty obvious. What the fuck? Who has Hamzat fought? Listen, you and I, we both have eyes. It's like, I don't know. I'm just saying, from what I've seen, it just doesn't seem like this is competition that people know what to do with. You know what I mean? Main event is very much giving Oliveira versus Islam vibes. Remember believing Charles could do it. Then the closer it got, the more I learned Islam, and then he knew, and then he went and ran over. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm saying too. This is what I'm saying too. Winter Soldier. Hamza is a star. He has more followers than John. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, you guys saw the fans in Chicago. I don't think DDP was scared. He was just not in troll mode because Hamzat was being respectful. No. I get that, but I saw... No, you guys, you don't understand. It's like the subtleties in his face, in his facial... Dude, I'm good at this too. Like, Like, I can really tell, like, the subtle changes in people's reactions, okay? And there was something he could not hide in his eyes when after Hamzat was talking, like, the things he was saying. Like, there's, like, it was like he knew, okay? I don't know how else to say this. Russian accent now. Basically, I'm just saying, it very much looked like he knew that he was going to get fucking finished, guys. I don't know how else to say. We're technically all New World Order agents that are activated, so being a sleeper is kind of punk, not gonna lie. Well. Yeah, what can I say? I don't mind either way. I'm just trying to fucking like live in peace. That's all. As long as there's peace. I met a guy from Yakutsk yesterday, and he was legit 7 foot tall. I was like, "Why are you in Canada? Go somewhere sunny for once." Yeah, well, Canada. A lot of Russians feel like Canada's like a nice, safe place to be, so they come. Allow DDP. He's a little height. He's a little height challenge, but he's still my baby too. My baby boo. He's a little height challenge. I don't understand what you mean by that. Can we have a vote in the main event? Yes, I can do it. Okay. It is up. Body language analysis of the fair. Dude, this is what I'm saying. Like, unless, like, and here's the thing. First of all, most people don't have total control over, like, their facial reaction. They have control over their, like, bodily reactions, you know? Like, their physical reactions. Like, they're not gonna flinch or whatever. Like, there's certain things they're not gonna do that they have control over. But the subtle movements around the eyes and the, like just, you know what I'm saying? I can tell. Props of being raised by a narcissistic mother. You get really good at, like, reading facial reactions. So I can tell. Where's the fight clock? It's there. It's just lying down right now. Patchy Mix went from getting tons of hype to welcoming UFC newcomers as well. He's fighting a case. Quick, yeah, but that's not. I don't think this is the situation for Hamzat, guys. Come on. And also, dude, the way how he's like, dude, I'm coming to take over the UFC, and I'm like, I actually fully believe you. I have no reason to not believe you when you say that. This girl has the worst judgment. I don't know, dude. I've been doing really well on picks for, like, the past while, and I've gotten, like, I've picked RDR to win against Bo Nickel. I've picked fucking Volk to win against Diego Lopez. I picked Volkanovski to win against Diego Lopez. Get out of my fucking chat if you don't fucking like it, bro. Because guess what? My picks are actually good. Whether you like it or not, it's documented. My heart says DDP, my mind says Hamzat. Yeah, I know. Here's the thing: I don't want to see DDP lose. I actually like DDP. You know what I mean? I actually really do like him. So it's gonna be like I don't want to see him getting fucked up, and I don't think Hamzat wants to do that either, to be honest. But I think he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to get the fucking win. So. Stream liked. Yes, like this stream, guys. Of course. Rewatched the Hamzat versus Usman third round. I feel like I'm being gaslit by MMA fans. Hamzat did not look that gas. His striking was a bit sloppy, but he got a takedown and he was swinging at the end. Dude. Show off that painting. Which one? That one? This one? Chishiv and the Wolf in a 5. Yes, that one. Oh, guys, It's fucking on. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I can show you guys the painting before this starts, I guess. Let me pull it out. Okay, 1 sec. 1 second. Alright, put on this side. Why can't I hold this thing up straight? Jesus fucking Christ. That's a nice piece. Thank you. It's a print of a painting that I painted. The original is much smaller. The original is smaller, but yeah. I painted this like 3, maybe even 4 years ago at this point. Hibbecomer, thank you for the €5. I missed the towel. It had a visceral quality. Hey, I still have it, yo. I could put it over sometimes, like this. Anyways, but I guess I don't think it's that necessary. But thank you for the €5. I much appreciate. I kind of like, see, now the magic is gone. Like, I like having the painting back there. You know what? Like, I still have a few seconds. Let me put it back there and turn the light on. Little galaxy light. Spit in that bowl? Why would I do that? Why would I spit in the bowl? Like, literally, why would I do that? Okay, guys, give me a second. Lovely. Okay. We're ready now. Is it paint by numbers? How would that be paint by numbers? That painting looks incredible. Fairy, kudos. Thank you. Really summarized how I felt and honestly still feel in my life right now, so... My biggest pain in life, feeling like that girl I painted in the painting. Honestly, I never thought that painting was good. I didn't make this print myself. I always thought it was just okay. But honestly, now that I look back and I'm like, well, it wasn't terrible. It's really hard to free paint, like to paint with no reference, you know? Respectfully, I have to disagree. I don't think DDP was scared at all. You're reading too much into it. But Hamza is a demon, though. I don't think he was scared. I think he just, like, kind of, like, it was, like, a sense of doom. Like, a sense of impending doom that he, like, he was like, oh, I think there is something here that I can't run away from forever. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? That crowd disrespectful as fuck, though. Yeah. Third title defense for the guy. Come on. No, yeah. I think it was a lot of booing. I was kind of shocked. I wanted to see you walk away. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Do you have more paintings? I do. I can show you. You know what, guys? I'll be in Canada in a few days. I can show you some of my old stuff if you're curious about it. Some of my real old stuff, like stuff that I painted. Dude, you'll see the stuff I painted when I was 12, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, why didn't your mom, like, continue to keep you in art school. And I would say, yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking myself. If I had a child that was painting how I was painting at 12, I'd be like, yo, that's your thing, bro. I will push you all the way. But anyhow, I guess I can't be bitter about that now. Anyways, guys, it's starting. You might have to fight your mom. Yeah, me and Fairy Mom in the next stream. I like sketching more than painting, to be honest. Me too. But I think painting is really cool too. Okay, guys. Idris versus Morales. Dude, Morales looks like he looks fine. And then you see this Idris guy. And you're like, "Oh, okay, I get it." Bro, this Idris dude looks so good. Did you go to an art-oriented high school? There's one kind of near where I live. I was going to, and then I didn't fully get in. I actually applied to go when I was 12. But they had like multiple steps of exception. Like first you hand in your portfolio, and they did accept me on that step, but the second step included them interviewing me. And I was so freaked out because the whole time my mom was like, don't fuck this up, and just being like, she just had all the pressure on me, and I went in there and like didn't like had nothing to say to them. Like they asked me. Sorry, wait, I just saw Barboza go walk up. Barboza actually looks aight today. I don't know. Oh, Karini looks fucking amazing too, though. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, well, Karini's probably gonna win, actually. I just feel like, how is Barboza gonna prepare without any camp? I don't know. Go to private art school in the US. We have the best. Pratt, yeah. I think maybe after India. Maybe after I do the year in India, I'll go. Maybe I'll do half a year. I don't know. 9 months. Or get your master's here. I could try, yeah. Except education is so expensive in the US for non-US citizens especially. But at the same time, it's like art education in Canada is probably not the jam. Are you gonna stream while you're in India, or are you taking? I don't know. I might stream. I won't be as active as I am now. Barboza's gonna kick Close's ass. Did you see that stare down? Oh my god. Okay. Barboza looks old, so. And Close looks fat. I'll take the old guy over the fat guy any day. Close beats Edson? I don't think so. Barboza's been old, yeah. But he's still doing alright. Chase Hooper looks so young, guys. LFG, Chase Gooner. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Hooper's got this, guys. Back in the day, Canada used to be a good place for artists. There were a lot of grants, etc. Yeah, I heard of that. But now it's weird. Now you go to these art schools and you're just like, and it's all people with like rainbow colored hair and like for some reason they them pronouns. And I mean, listen, I don't really like that's not my business, you know, but I'm just saying like what happened? Anyways. Dude, Loopy actually looks good. I've been talking shit about her, but that's the problem with her, right? She's been looking good, and but she doesn't like. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But maybe. And Jessica is gonna bully Loopy though. That's what I'm saying, and she always does this. And Loopy is so bullyable, which is fucked up, you know. I hate that she's like that. Hamza is on another level. Yes, I agree. Alexeychuk, by the way, didn't look that bad at the official weigh-in. Well, I'm scared for Mikhail Alexeychuk if he ends up on the ground. Let's hope he gets that fucking KO in the first round, because that's basically what I'm hoping for with Alexeychuk. I'm like, well, he's either going to get a KO or it's going to be a long night for him. And I'm just, like, relying on the fact that he gets a KO. I'm with my Polish bro all day. This guy is gonna get cooked. Eric Nolan is getting cooked, guys. I'm sorry. How is he not gonna get cooked? How is he not gonna get cooked by this dude? I know this dude takes the fight on 4 days' notice. But I'm sorry. What was that moment? What was that? What was that little like forehead smash? I got GM3 over Mikhail Ferry. Dude, I know. I actually, the totally valid point. Seeing them next to each other, I'm like, well, I hope Alexeychuk gets that KO quickly. He better get that shit quick. But I think he can. Yeah. Tim Elliott with the haircut. Asakura looks pretty good, guys. Tim Elliott looked good too. Yeah, that's why we're not putting this fight. We're not putting on the parlay. Isn't getting a haircut on embedded bad luck? Is it? Doesn't Pereira always get his haircut on embedded? MVP looked good, by the way, at the weigh-in. I liked how he looked. Kennedy looked psycho, by the way, but also. Dude, he looks so, like, upset at life right now. Jared Cannonier. Like, he looks like he's having a tough time. He might actually win, dude. He might. He just looks like he looks. He just looks like he's not trying to play any games. I don't know, but also who knows? I don't know. He's looking big. Yeah, he really is. Haircut curse, like Drake Beck curse. Oh. How do you guys feel about Jeff Neal? Fifty-fifty for me? Yeah. uh, I think Proteus got a weak body. Yeah, I think that's why. Oh, that would totally make sense why he was like suffering so much more with those leg kicks for me and Gary than Jeff Neal was, because they were both getting fucking kicked in the body, but Jeff Neal just kept moving forward, and Proteus was like, "Ow, my rib! Don't hit me there." Um, Jeff is super durable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have Murphy on this one, guys. Like Pico looks like he's not like he thinks he understands, but he doesn't understand what's going to happen. Like I just don't know if he's prepared for this level. Aaron Pico, I mean. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Pico has insecurity hype happening right now. Insecurity hype? Like and subscribe and I'll blow you a big kiss. Okay, Agent Smith. Like he's transmuting his insecurity to get hyped. Yeah, yeah, but unfortunately, I think that's not enough to get the win, you know? But I totally see what you're saying. And not enough to intimidate. We all see what you're doing, bro. Fairy probably can't read English. I'm just guessing. Is this because I haven't been reading your comments? Why would I read your comments about you calling men handsome? There's really no reason for me to do that. Oh, Hamza is such a savage. Who the people want to watch? Not Dricus. Who is the Dricus? Who 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 is this Dricus? Fairy hair looks good today. Thank you. Yeah, I air dried it instead of blow drying it, and I was like, oh, this is way better. I'll just let it dry. Like I literally just dried it. I did nothing to it, and I was like, oh, somehow it looks better when I just leave it alone and don't touch it. When I touch it, it starts looking weird. Um. Anyhow. Your current hairstyle is the best one so far, in my opinion. Well, that's because I've been with my Japanese hairdresser, guys. I told you this. She was the one cutting my hair like years ago before I started the channel, and then I had to leave New York, and I was like, and I just nobody was cutting my hair the same. It was fucked up. I went through so many bad haircuts, and I was just waiting to see this Japanese hairdresser lady. She's so good, and I was like, yo, fix me. Take me and fix me. You're the only one that understood short female haircuts. And so, yeah. You should air dry it from now on. Yeah, I will. I wonder at which point I'll have to cut it also, because I feel like... I mean, I feel like it's longer than it seems, but also... I don't know. Oh my god, he said for all the marbles! Did you guys hear that? That's crazy. I feel like the universe is fucking calling me. Do you guys remember that from my prediction video? I was like, dude, Hamzada's fighting for all the marbles, and Joe Rogan just said, here we go, guys, for all the marbles. What? Hamzat looks calm. Yeah. And dude, Drickus does not look calm. I can smell the anxiety on him. And I'm not saying he's scared, but I can feel like you can't not be intimidated. Come on. You see these you can't tell, like, regardless of how good you are. What is this drama on stage right now, guys? Hamzat's nerves are fried. I'm gonna funk this boy up. One day and he's dead tomorrow. Oh no, why was that so awkward? No, not the laugh Indian. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put him out. Oh no, not dude, the fucking hot, the like, that he didn't even believe in himself when he laughed like that. Jeez. Oh, Drickus. Dude. I am including Hamzat Chimaev on the parlay. I'm sorry. No, Hamzat just had like a really cringe... Not Hamzat, DDP just had like a really cringe... A really cringe final... Dude, he's so flustered! He's flustered! He's fucking flustered. I think he's like trying to... I think as we're getting closer to the fight, he's feeling more intimidated. Like, I think the anxiety is getting to him. What do you guys think? That's my thought. That was the corniest I've ever seen DDP. Yeah, because something's off. Something's off, guys. Something is off. No, because, dude, the energy. Like, Hamzat's in there like, bruh, I told you before, I'm going to take his head off. Like, there's, and, Dude, this is like, yeah, this is really close. The poll is really close. 46% for Hamzat and 54 for DDP. We got 83 votes. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. Everyone who didn't vote, vote now. Okay. Margins are getting tight. LOTW. What is LOTW? Is Lerome? Yeah, what does that stand for? I don't know. Stop the count. Okay. I mean, we got 49 and 51 guys. 92 votes. Dude, I can't not like guys, I know there's like so much anticipation for this fight, and like the closer it gets, the more that I see, the more I'm like, oh yeah, Hamzat's gonna win. You guys, I watched all of the fucking highlights and clips from the Conor McGregor and Jose Aldo fight, and like it's giving the same vibe where Jose Aldo and Jose Aldo's face too, like Jose Aldo looked kind of like DDP did. You know what I mean? It was like a very similar kind of vibe. And this is what I'm saying, guys. It's not even the insecurity. It's something that like they know, like Aldo knew. He just didn't like, you know. And Connor said it too. Connor was like, he knows it's just a matter of time. He knows I'm gonna go in there and like I'm faster and all this. So yeah. Aldo definitely knew. This is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like DDP knows, and of course he's gonna still go and like try his best, and then he can say that he like fucking did his best, you know, and maybe he will do like better than other people did. But I'm just saying, wear all black tomorrow. I probably will. Most of my stuff's black. I'm actually wearing all black now. These jeans are black. I don't know why I went outside with black jeans today, by the way. That was a terrible idea. I keep trying to make jeans happen in the summer, and it's not, you know. Oh, by the way, Coin, these are a perfect example of like we were talking with the jeans. Like I can't even like fully bend my leg because they just don't work that way. They're like cardboard jeans. But I love them. They look great, and they're solid quality. But they just they're 100% cotton. So they be like that. They are kind of boot cut, but they're also like they're not. They don't go all the way. These specific ones. I have some that do, but these are like. I mean, I don't know if they were meant to go all the way. Like they only go up to like here. Anyways, I was like, oh, this is my my summary spin on jeans. I'll take they won't go all the way. That's what will make them okay to wear in the summertime. At least they're not spandex. No, true. Spandex is an interesting choice in the summertime. Anyways, I wear jeans in the summer. Twin. Yeah, I don't know. I can't stop wearing the jeans in the summertime. I keep trying to make them happen. But tomorrow I'll wear a different pair. Actually, I have an even blacker pair of jeans. These actually the ones that I'll wear tomorrow will probably have some spandex in them. Can't get away from all the spandex in your life as a woman. They sneak it into everything, even underwear. Anyways. Fairy has great genes. Yes, the gene commercial. This is the... How's our cat fairy? He's doing good. He's doing good. I never wore jeans once in Thailand too. Dude, I tried wearing jeans in Thailand. That was a huge mistake. In Thailand, you really can't get away with it. Here, you can get away with it, but like in Thailand, if you're not wearing linen or like just... Actually, the best option in Thailand is to wear like the lightest, loosest thing that dries quickly and will like is separate from your body, because everything is just so it's so humid and overwhelming. You're just too young to understand this shit. I'll be back when you're older. Enjoy. Understand what? What a weird comment. Are you sure you're not my mom? You sound like my mom. My mom used to tell me that too, and I'd be like, no, mom, but like really, I've done so much research on this, and she'd be like, what could you possibly know? You're 12. Actually, I was pretty smart when I was 12. Like, I would have listened to me. But anyways, we can't change everyone's mind. What's that light? It looks sick. It's a galaxy lamp. They have them on Amazon. That's the one good Chinese thing that I have. Sometimes China, like, if you only need to press one button to operate it, it's good. China's like, yeah, I could do that. The remote that it comes with doesn't really work that well though, which sucks, but that's okay. We can only expect so much from China. It's a portal opener. Tim's in the summer. Oh, I used to do that. I used to be one of those people wearing Tim's in the summer. So now that everyone's weighed in, any changes in your picks? Honestly, not really. I think I'm keeping all of them. The only thing that I'm just saying, Gerald Mearshart, it's okay, or the Gerald Mearshart and Michal Alexiejczuk fight, either Michal gets a fucking KO very quickly, or it's gonna be a rough night for him. This is like what I'm seeing, but I feel like he will get a KO quickly. But I'm just not putting that on a parlay. Who would I put on a parlay? Alibi Idris, I would put. Let me just mark this real quick. How do you say Chinese in Russian? Kitaisky. Or it depends on what you're talking about. Like, if you're talking about a thing, Kitaiskaya вещь. Or Китайский человек. Китаец. Kitai. Kitai. Kitai is China. Kitai! You ain't wearing leather in Texas, bro. What? I feel like leather is pretty breathable if it's legit leather and not like what's the fake leather? Whatever it's called. The fake leather sucks. That you cannot breathe in that, but real leather is actually fine. Are you picking Karini Silva or Barbosa? I don't know. That's tough. I think Barbosa looked okay, but Silva just looked so strong and tough, and I'm worried. Like, Barbosa, even though physically she looks okay, she doesn't look like she looked like she was on vacation. I don't know, kind of. Like, she doesn't look as prepared as I was hoping. You know what I'm saying? More Russian, more paintings. Yeah, maybe I will paint more, you know? I don't know. I also need to do it more because, like, I don't want to just be as good as I was. My painting, like, by the way, that painting that I showed you guys, like, my painting abilities have not improved that much since I was 12. This is basically, like, this painting that I drew is kind of, like, on par with some of the ones I was painting at 12. Maybe it's a little bit better. You know what I mean? But not like as good as it could have been if I had continued to go to art school. Anyways, Silva looked jacked. Yeah, she did. That's the thing. It's gonna be hard to, I don't know. I feel like, but then again, Silva got held down by fucking, what's that other chick's name? The other one that sucks. Viviane Araujo. She got held down by that chick. So I'm like, well, she's getting held down by her. You know. I am sad for the Brian Battle and Druzuboyev fight. That is so sad. Another one I feel good about is Edson Barbosa. Drakkar Klose looked fucked. I feel good about Chase Hooper. I feel good about Murphy. And I feel good about Chimaev. So that's five guys. 5 guys. Like the burger spot. Your skin is breathable, right? Yes. Your skin? I mean, your skin, yeah, absorbs a lot of things all the time. DDP saying he submit KO and decision Hamzat, like, what the heck? Yeah, I don't think I think he's, like, really flustered and not, like, you know. Do you know your pH balance? No, but I could find out, I guess. It's not something that I ever... anyways. Dricus is mentally very tough, but Chimaev is on another level. This is what I'm saying, dude. This is exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, I'm not, like, I know Dricus is tough, but, like, look at his team. And just look at, like, Dricus, and look at Hamzat's team. Like, guys. Am I the only one, like, really seeing this? Because I feel like I'm like, wait, are you seeing this, guys? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? And, like, none of you are seeing this. Well, not none of you, but, like, so many people are just not seeing it. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm crazy, because my whole life I'm like, that's what I just assumed. I assumed that because other people weren't seeing what I was seeing, that I must be wrong. And then, by the way, since realizing that that's not true, my picks have gotten better. Because I was like, I'm just going to go with my intuition. And I'm like, oh shit, all these people gaslighting me my whole life, being like, no, you're too sensitive, you're looking into it too much, you're da-da-da-da-da. And I'm right, though. You just don't understand. That's the conclusion I came to. I'm like, okay, listen. Obviously, whatever, like, however my brain is processing information must be legit and you know, because, like, the result is exactly what I expected. It's what I predicted. It's what I thought would happen. And so, you know. Just for, like, a lot of my past, like, recent predictions. Anyways, will you eat humble pie? Should Dricus win? Sure, I will. I will. I'll be like, dang, he actually fucking did it. That's crazy. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Sense prediction. If the main event goes to decision, I think it's Hamzat. Controversial split decision. Everyone at work thinks I'm nuts, though. Yeah, we'll see. I will bet some money on this card. Even if DDP wins, he's definitely not winning a rematch. Yeah, I don't think so. Is it expensive to travel in India? Maybe chat can help raise some money. I would appreciate that. I mean, of course it's expensive. I mean, it's not that expensive compared to other places, but traveling in general is expensive. But it depends on what you're doing, like, also. I'm gonna be going to, like, full course, attending full-blown courses, so, but at the same time, yeah. Honestly, the most expensive part of it's probably going to be the flight. Well, we'll see. I'm trying to find cheap flights though. If you book them like there's certain websites like momondo.com where you can find good deals. Yeah. Chimaev's weakness is maintaining that boogeyman persona. The moment that stops working, he'll crumble. I feel like DDP can do that. Do you think so though? It's not just a persona, and I feel like he's also not like fully playing into it. I don't know though. Cuz I feel like you know what this is giving? Like my brother used to taunt me like this too when we were younger. And I always used to try and be like stoic like Drakus. You know, I'd be like, "Nah, not this time. I've gotten stronger since the last time we met." And he was just like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I don't know. I would always try and like pretend that I wasn't phased, and like really try and make myself believe that, and like really like go into full adrenaline mode. Even still, I could not win against my brother. And it's just like if you look at how I'm built and how he's built, you would totally understand why. Even at that age, like my older brother really got like the fucking 6'3" fucking bones made of iron build. So like my younger brother and I got more of my mom's build, but he's got my dad's like strong build. So anyways, with Hamzat as the champion, everyone will finally want to fight him. Yeah, because I feel like people were talking shit about him for a while. Like, I mean, even before, like, right before the Whitaker fight, people were like, "Where has he been?" And then he came back and he's like, "Bro, I got a little bit sick. I just had a cold, but I'm totally fine. What did you think? I was gonna get completely fucking nerfed?" In India is cheap. Getting to India is the expense. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like when you're in there, it's okay, but to get there is a little complicated. But it's also not that bad. But I could basically live off a month. Sorry, I could basically for what a ticket to India costs, I could live there for a month with that one flight. So or maybe not for a month. It depends. Because actually, sometimes you can get a really cheap flight, depending on where you're flying from. Like 2 years ago, I managed to get a flight from Toronto for $500, direct flight, which was crazy. But I also booked it like a month in advance. And then yeah, it depends. But also last year when I went, the flight was like $700. Which was also, I guess, on the cheaper. I booked it in advance, but $700 is still more than $500, and still, like, if you're not, I mean, yeah. You could live off there for you could live there for $700 a month. Probably if you wanted to be more comfy, like $1,000 or more, depending on what you're doing too. Like if you're in a course, that's probably going to cost you $2,000. Do you use kayak? I have. Round trip, not bad. No, that's one way. I never buy round trip tickets. I've always buy one way flights, and then I just buy flights when I need to go. Because I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. Ferry, you should come visit Central Mexico. I think I may have. Let me look at the map. Well, I was there for the eclipse. I mean, I was in Mexico City. Where else did I go? And Mexico City and Durango. I guess Durango is kind of central Mexico, right? I was in Durango. Durango is dry as fuck, guys. Durango is so dry. I don't know how people do it there. I was drinking so many fluids. Or so much fluid, I guess. I was drinking a lot. And Mexico, like, do you guys know those takeout containers? In Mexico, they serve you drinks in those takeout. That's how, like, that's one person's serving of drink. It's like, I was like, oh, that's so much. And then I realized, like, oh, actually, that's necessary. It's like this much liquid. And they're like, yes, here. And don't worry, you'll drink it and you will feel dehydrated within 30 minutes. So good luck. I'm from Guanajuato, Mexico. Yes, I have not been there. I have not been everywhere. Where is that? Mexico is a really fucking cool place, by the way. Like, traveling through it, Mexico City was interesting. I didn't really like Mazatlan, though. I was in Mazatlan. It was not. Oh, I see. You're lower. You're closer to Mexico City. Puebla was cool, though. I visited Puebla too. I liked it more than the actual city. Hello, I put down 700 on DDP to win. No, IL. No. Why did you do that? I don't think he's gonna win. But hey, dude, if he does, then that'll be a great return. Because he's an underdog, right? He's got to be. How big of an underdog is the question, though. What does UFC website say? Oh, plus 215. Huh, that's pretty big. I mean, it's bigger, yeah. And Hamzat is minus 265. Oh shit, Aaron Pico is the favorite. Oh right, people were saying that. Bison Surkaev is a minus 950 fucking favorite. It's crazy. Dang, guys. 950? I mean, true. Eric Nolan's in for a rough night. True. Oh shit, I'm surprised Mikhail Alexiejczuk is the favorite too. Minus 218. I would give Surkaev minus 1500 to start as a bookie. Okay. True. I mean, I saw how he finished that fight in the Contender Series. I don't know what he did to that guy's rib, but he rearranged something in there, organ-wise. Something happened. My sportsbook actually gave me 50% bonus of my deposit this week. They going hard on this card. Yeah, they really are. I mean, there's gonna be people are gonna lose their money on this card. They will, because there's so many like fucking weird fights on here that could go either way, and I feel like there's gonna be some upsets, and everyone's gonna have their money on the main event, whether it's on fucking Dricus or Hamzat. It's gonna be crazy. DDP is a great bet at these odds. Yes, true. Actually, he had similar odds. I put money on him when he was fighting Adesanya, and it was double money. So I think it was the same odds when he was fighting Adesanya. But Adesanya is not a fucking psycho, bro. He's not like that. This reminds me of Marab versus Umar. People are underestimating Dingus, in my opinion. Maybe. I mean, there's really only one way to find out. You know what I mean? There's really only one way to find out. We will find out tomorrow. Fair, what happens if Hamzat doesn't get the finish within 2 rounds? Then I still think he can get it in the 3rd, but honestly, I don't even... You know. Ferry, are you still on Discord? Yes, I am. I have... been semi-active on there. I mean, I was active on there a few days ago, but I don't always. I've just been trying to organize plans with my brother when I fly back to Canada. I'm going there for a few days. I'm going there for, yeah. I'm basically just going there to say hi to my brothers, wish one of them a happy birthday, and go. Giuliano, thank you for the $10. Drickus isn't gonna win. I might lock Lerone. Murphy might honestly lock Oleksiejczuk also. People lose their money on most cards without a round robin parlay before all their other bets. So this round robin parlay is basically like if you make it and there's like one fight that didn't hit on the parlay, it kind of like neutralizes that. If it's only one or if it's two, like how does that work? Hamzat will finish him in the first round. This is what I think. This is what I think. Like, I don't... You know what I mean? I don't see it, but I don't know, guys. Of course, I'm open to... Like, if Drickus does win, I'll be like, huh, interesting. But, again, I don't know. We need to be in the Hamzat era. Dude, when a guy like Hamzat says he's going to take over, it's so hard for me not to not believe him when he says it like that, you know? Like sometimes people legit just tell you. They're like, "Yo, listen." Mohammed, thank you for the 11 months of membership. I see Hamzat tiring DDP in first round and sub him in the second round. Yeah, we'll see. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like round 2. Round 2 feels right, you know? But yes, thank you for the 11 months of membership. Hamzat is too skinny. He always looks like that, dude. He always looks like that. But it doesn't matter. Like, have you watched clips of him training? Like, I don't think that matters. He literally fucking picked up DC and like spun him around. DC. How much is DC? Like what, 300 pounds? How heavy is he now? Hamzat looks all muscle. Dude, he looks good. And the thing is too, like a lot of it's in his back. Like Drickus' back is obviously also very much built, but like I'm just saying, you know. DC is like 260 pounds, 280, yeah. Yeah. DC is 300 pounds easily. JB165, thank you for the $2. What time are we starting our stream tomorrow? What time does the card start? Probably starts at 6, right? 7. Okay, so we will start at 6. Maybe we'll start at 6. Fuck, I don't know. I don't want to be tired, but honestly, I'm not tired. Like, I'm not tired at all today. I don't think I'm gonna be tired tomorrow either. Sometimes when I'm like hyped, it almost feels like drugs. And I'm just, even my friends are like, you seem like very full of energy, and I'm like, yes, I think it's because of fight week, bro. I don't think you understand. Oh, by the way, guys, another thing I've been hearing of my address recently that I felt the need to share with you guys. Giuliano, thank you for the $20. So a 7-leg parlay round robin 4s is actually 35.4 leg parlays each. Oh. Fight like a letter. A, B, C, D, E, F. Every combination of 4 that... Oh, okay. That you can get from a 7. Oh, okay, I see. So, okay, I see. So instead of a single parlay, you have several 4 legs. Ah. And so, how does that work? You just pay extra? During the weigh-in show, DC has a fan constantly blowing air at him since he's so fat and sweaty you can hear the noise through the whole 2 hours. Nah. That's so fucked. This is this is definitely top 3 fight of the yeah for sure. Bro, haven't been hyped for a card for a while. Ilya versus Stu Bronx. I just feel like even though we've had some exciting cards in the past few months, like this one is just on a whole. This one is like energy fueling. You know what I'm talking about? Of course, you guys know. You guys probably understand how I feel. You feel the same way. What does this we and R mean? Oh, this is a long story. Someone can explain it to him in the chat. This is the most autistic message of the day. Yeah, the way that you wrote this information down is very, very interesting choice, but I'll take it. It chops away the house edge because one or more of your picks can lose, and you still bare minimum break even plus profit. Then on top of that, you build the rest of your bets. True. I thought DC looked slimmer than usual. I don't know, man. It depends on the clothes he's wearing, probably. I'm so excited for this card. Yeah, it really is dope. It is it's gonna be a time. I hope my stream doesn't crash. Like, I hope I can just successfully stream. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, dude, everyone's gonna be watching this. So what kind of guys do you like? Okay, well, what kind of guys do I like? Just emotionally present people who are my height or taller. And guys who don't have anger issues. Actually, I guess I could deal with anger issues. I've practiced my mom skills at this point to such a place where I can manage that. What's your height? 5'10". But honestly, like, I'm like, I want to find a guy that's taller than me. I don't want to feel like the big one, you know? Another bet I have is Page, Pratis, and Murphy. I think that's a good bet. I think that's a good bet, actually. I feel pretty good about Pratis. And I'm not too worried about, like, Neil going for the body because he has like much shorter limbs, which was an issue with Ian Gary. But yeah. We do not have to explain ourselves. Guys, I've been with short guys before, and it's like, I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's okay. Just not too short. Just not too short, you know? I don't want to feel like a complete giant, but, you know. Yeah. Fair, moved to Northern Europe, plenty of tall fellas. We'll see. My priority is, like, finding a man that I can work with. You know what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean? There's so many other things that I'm looking for. I think, actually, most women... Well, I don't know about most women, but a lot of women are actually like that too. Like, they don't look at men the same way that men look at women. I'm like, oh, he's just beautiful. That's all I care about. I can work with that because they're good looking or whatever. It's like, no, sometimes you can't work with that. Anyways. Sure, people ain't got no reason to live. No, I just think that like you generally want to find someone kind of like you in some ways. I don't know. They want to mold a beautiful man to have personality, LMAO. Yeah, then they don't always do. That's the thing. Sometimes. But a lot of the times, yeah, they they start talking and you're like, "Oh no. Oh no. Get out of there." um I need a tall woman to overpower me. Dude. Okay, so what I was going to say, I need to tell you this because I've come to realize that somehow I have like very few female people around me. The only time I really had many of them around me was when I was in India and there was a lot of females, right? But like I grew up with two brothers, okay? My younger brother and I basically raised each other, and like this he basically raised me on like like South Park and like history videos on YouTube. And like whatever other shit, you know? So and then I tried to move out of my house several times. And most of the time like the first time I tried was like with the boy that I was with when I was 16. And then the second time I moved out on my own with a roommate actually who I was working with. But she was yeah, that was a whole other story. But I was like I don't know. I've been in some relationships. And I feel like I don't know. Cuz people tell me they're like you know, it's interesting because you have like the energy, like you are basically a man. You're basically a 30-year-old man in a woman's body, and I'm like, wow. And this is like not the first time I'm hearing this, by the way. A 30-year-old man in a woman's body with mom energy. This is where I am in life at this point. And then I realized I'm like shit, and now I have a YouTube channel where, by the way, I have more females watching now. It used to be 1% female. Now it's 7%. Hello? The ladies. The girls are finally showing up. Anyways, 7% is better than 1%. I'll take it. Have you ever been called a pick-me? I don't think so. I've never been in that position. I've always just kind of been doing my own thing. Your room looks hot and stuffy. I feel like I'd be sweating in there. It's actually not hot and stuffy. It's actually quite cold. Try to find a relationship when you work 12-hour night shifts. Shit is lonely sometimes. Yeah, I can't relate to that. I mean, first of all, night shift is terrible, dude. I'm sorry for you. I like, to me, like, I would rather work the morning shift because say you wake up at 4 a.m. and your job starts at 5, which is basically what I was doing at some point. I would get off at like 2, which was great. And then I have the rest of the day. And when you're when you work that early, you actually have energy for the rest of your day. Versus if you're working a night shift, you're basically fucked. South Park goat, yeah, it really is. It really is. I think yeah, my brother was just trying to when I was like younger, he was like, dude, you have to watch South Park. It's the best shit ever. And he just convinced me, and then I like binged watched it I don't know if I ever finished it actually, because I binged watched like a few seasons, and then I like would watch it every now and then, and my brother would send me episodes. There was actually this one episode. Do you guys watch South Park? Do you guys how well do you know the episodes? There was this one episode where like Mr. Mackey was exposed for his hoarding problem, and it was like kind of relatable to what like I was going through at the time in a way. Wait, let me find this episode. He had like a locker full of a hoarding episode. Oh yeah, in Sheepshin. Season 14, episode 10. Anyways. Night shift is great when you're young. I feel like that's the only time where it's like, okay. What's emotionally present? Okay, I will explain to you. So a lot of men, I think it's because of like social norms in childhood, they just like don't want to be seen as a bitch. So they like they build their ego around this part of themselves instead of like healing it or working on it or processing it, which inevitably keeps them in like bitch mode the whole time because they assume that every like complaint coming towards them is an attack when it's not. Because like I think as I was saying before, I've said this before, but like I think most women would prefer for men to like share how they feel, but most men are totally afraid to do that. And that keeps them in like this ego mode. But I'm a gangster. So I'm saying like men just assume that like, oh, if I talk about my feelings, that makes me a bitch, that makes me vulnerable. Like I'm not doing that, or like whatever. Like you just assume that because you will talk about your feelings. Yeah, no accountability. Also, yeah, because of course if you're confronted about something, like this is what a lot of men will do. They'll be confronted about something, and instead of being like, oh, interesting that you said that, like I wonder how we can work on this or whatever, they'll just be like I don't do anything right ever for you, like you're always saying I'm doing everything wrong, and I'm like, bro, that's not even what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah. But I learned how to work around this. I was like, listen, all I have to say in these moments is like, listen, I'm here for you. Like, I'm with you. I'm not judging you. Like, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be anybody's mom anymore. I need to be a mom for myself. I need to be my own mom. I'm mom for everybody, but who is mom for me? Nobody. Gotta be your own mom now. That's why I need to go to India, because I'm like, shit, India will be my mom. I know it will. It always was. Guys will do it in a group of friends when doing the rails. Yeah, but that doesn't count because you're dissociated as fuck. That's the problem. And they will also like sometimes say it when they're drunk. Like I've heard my dad say shit like this to his friend later, friends that he's had for decades. He'd be like, you're my best friend, like I'm really like thankful you're in my life or some shit. But also his friends are like hyper masculine and they can't fucking react to that, and they're just like, okay, bro. You know what I mean? When I'm just like, dude, accept the love. Just accept it. Accept the love, bro. Anyways. How important is it for a guy to be ambitious? I think it's pretty important. Or at least have like or at least be like active in some sense. Like take action in your life. Fairy does height matter? I think it does to some extent. I actually like when I was younger, I tried having a relationship with a short guy, and it just like was so weird. It was just weird. I don't know, man. I don't want to feel huge next to anyone, dude. I don't want to do it. And also like, yeah, I just don't. I think like, why am I compromising? Okay, hold up. Yes, it is possible as a guy to be emotionally honest without being a pussy, but there's also a line where women will lose respect for a guy and stay and then in a then passionless swamp relationship. See, Juliana, this is what a lot of men think. They're just like, oh no, but if I say this, she's gonna lose respect for me. And it's like, no. No, who told you this? Who told you this? Who told you this? And it's not all women, first of all. It's not all women. Just like... Here's the thing. That's also like assuming, like imagine if I was a woman and I assumed like, oh, I can't fully like engage with my man because he's not gonna he's gonna find me not feminine or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like, listen, I just like I as time goes by, I start caring less and less about like the things that my ego used to defend me from. The sativa edibles really helped with that a lot. But in general, that has actually brought me more freedom. You know what I mean? Like, all these worries that you have are keeping you trapped in this low vibrational frequency. And talk about your feelings, but don't weep in front of her. Yeah, that's different. That's different. See, you guys are assuming like, oh, talking about your feelings means having a full-blown breakdown. That's not how it goes. Sometimes I just want to hear like specifically guys will feel hurt. Here's the thing too. It's like you're still feeling you're still like your feelings are occurring. You're just not processing them effectively if you don't talk about them, because these feelings will come to you and you're going to feel abandoned sometimes. You're going to feel rejected. You're going to feel all of these things, but if you don't talk about it, if you don't say like, hey, that thing that you did made me feel like really rejected and like you didn't care about me or whatever. Like, if you say that to me instead of being like, instead of just getting fucking mad, you know what I mean? And just fucking like, if you just actually talk with the words, yes, you have words. I know you're articulate. I know you can do it. It's a much better scenario for everybody. For everyone involved. Everyone's happy. Then I'm like, oh, great. Thank you. Now I understand, you know? Once the bowl comes out, the therapy session starts. Well, turn the mic up. Wait, let me bring it closer. It might be too far for me here. I brought it a little closer. Crying if your dad dies is okay. If you cry at every sad movie, you're not okay. Yeah. If you start crying... Like, guys, like, let me give you an example, right? Have you guys watched Love on the Spectrum? These autistic dudes on that fucking show just fucking cry over anything, and like, that's too much, okay? That's a lot. I don't know if I could personally deal with that, you know what I mean? But if you find, dude, if that's the case for you, if you're like this, if you're like literally crying at every fucking like dinosaur film that you see, then maybe find yourself like a really autistic girlfriend, you know, who will also understand. Tuxedo Mask, thank you for the $2. It deeply hurt me when you picked Hamza. I'm mad. What? Why, Tuxedo? I just picked the option that makes the most sense. I've cried during UFC fights. I mean, listen, dude. Crying itself, there's nothing wrong with crying. Like, sometimes you can let out some tears during a movie. I won't fucking lose respect for you. It really depends. Like, the context is important. The way you're, like, I don't know, like, just the way you're handling yourself is important. Not even that, just the way you handle yourself. I put on a dinosaur movie and cried. Tuxedo. Well, thank you for the $2, and then thank you for letting us know. Which one was it? She uses that shit all the time for donations. Yes, I do use it all the time for donations. It's just become a thing at this point. So I feel like now I have no choice. I have no choice. And I feel like it's great. And I feel like the ball has grown on you guys. Because when I first brought it up, people were like, what? That's weird. And now people are like, I kind of like it. I understand. Louder, I want to feel it resonate in my bones. Maybe on the next donut I'll do it. Shama Bowl is live. Yes, it is indeed. You should hear the swirls. They'll decalcify you. That's so funny. That's so true, Marco. The swirls, that's literally what it feels like. It feels like you're being decalcified in many ways. DDP looked controlled and confident. Hamza looked emotional. I don't know. I feel like they're both emotional, to be honest. On different levels. I wouldn't say either of them looked confident. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say either of them look confident too. I think both of them are kind of like worried in some way. And I feel like they have to be though. I feel like in any case you have to be worried. If you're not worried, then you're just Jalen Turner. If you're not worried, then you're just Jalen Turner who fucking walks off with a assumed walk-off KO and then gets fucking submitted. You know what I mean? That's what happens if you're not worried at all. It is so cold in here, by the way. You think Chimaev cries? Yeah, I think he cries. But also probably alone by himself. Men talking about crying in a women's chat. Where has this world gone to? Men 100 years ago cried with each other during training, war, work, not through some YouTube chat. If you're a man in here, you gotta fix life. There's also, first of all, Bradley, there's different levels of cryage, okay? There's different levels of cryage. Like, you know what I mean? There's levels to the cryage. Do you see yourself dating someone this year? Mohammed, thank you for the 1080. I don't know. It depends. Like, honestly, I'm not even trying to, I'm not, first of all, never, I don't think ever in my life have I ever been trying to be in a relationship, but I somehow always was. God just brings people to me, I guess. So I'm not really, like, I know what I want at this point, and I'm really not trying to compromise. The only thing I'll compromise, like, here's the thing. I'm not even looking for the perfect person. I'm looking for a person that I can work with. You see what I'm saying? In every way. If I know that we're on the same page about shit, then we can improve each other. That's the only thing that matters, really. If you don't have that, then it gets kind of fucked up. Like, you need to be able to communicate with each other. That's the most important thing. And you need to be able to, like, enjoy each other. You know what I mean? Now I sound like a fucking grandmother. Streams always got good vibes. Thank you, JV165. I appreciate it. Yeah, and also, like, I don't know, I've been in a good mood this week. Yeah. I get to see my brother next week, so I'm excited. I'm just, yeah. I haven't seen my younger brother in a year, so yeah. We have the best vibes, yes. I think there's a bit of Hamza crying after talking to some orphan little girl. Makes sense. People generally cry about the things that are important to them. You know what I mean? Howdy, Fairy. Here for some good. Oh, by the way, Juliana, thank you for the 5. Just in time. I'm gonna do the little swirly bowl thing, the bowl swirl. Thank you for the 5. Muata refuses to donate because he's gonna owe me money when MVP dies tomorrow. Ooh. Okay, Muata. You're on the hook. You're beautiful, you don't have to look. I guess, but you know what? I just think at this point in my life, there's no, like, I know exactly what I want. You know what I mean? Not exactly who I want, because that's still gonna be a mystery. I'm not looking for for like an idea of a person. I'm looking for a vibe, you know? I'm looking for someone that fucking gets it, you know? That's all. That is all. Jojo Mojo, thank you for the €2. Get rid of the ring girls. We need Lucas muzzing it out. Is that what you guys want to see for UFC 319? Call your brother. I can't do that. If I call him right now, and he answers the way he answers the phone, this stream, my channel is going to get taken down. I don't want that to happen. My 22-year-old brother that was raised on South Park, you want me to call him and and have him pick up the phone? No. Bro answers calls with slurs. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's all jokes, but I'm not putting that on my YouTube channel. You gotta make him watch Gypsy Crusader, best content on the internet. He probably does. I mean, I don't know if he does. Let me see who this channel is. Who is this channel? I see Gypsy Crusader clips. I don't see the actual... I don't see the actual channel. Gypsy Crusader is Mexican. Ah. Yeah, it's a connection and a vibe that you feel if you feel, but you know it when you feel it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And I had one like really awesome relationship that I was in for 3 years, by the way, with a person like this, and that just made me understand exactly what is needed in a relationship, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. But also, like, I don't know. I feel like like, when I talk to my girlfriends, they seem to want different things. Like, they focus a lot more on, like, physical aspects of a man, like his eyes and his hair and whatever else. And I'm like, okay, that's cool too, but like, bruh, trust me, like, give it 10 years and all that shit will go away. So like, you can't even really be looking at that. Like, obviously, I think you should find a person who you think has like good genetics or genetics that match yours in a way. I think this is important to some extent too. But at the same time, there's also like so many other important things. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, like, how is this gonna be like when I'm fucking 70, you know? I am not trying to get fucking divorced in 5 years. I am not trying to be one of these people. Anyways. He banned on YouTube? Oh shit. Dang. Let me ask him. Maybe he knows who he is. I ask him now. Do you know who Gypsy Crusader is? I actually spoke with him on the phone earlier today. So. Fairy is pure soul. Oh yeah, dude. That's a good way of putting it. All I'm looking for somebody's soul. Okay? Because I can see your soul. I just need to make sure it matches with mine. To like some degree, to you know, enough. Stealer of souls. Nah. Your soul needs to be at eye level though. Well, yeah. Yeah. Ideally. Because I think like if the man is smaller than me, I think what it is with women, why they want men that are bigger than them, is because we want to like feel protected. And somehow like biologically we're just all wired to want bigger men. I don't know. Taller men. But also like, dude, my brothers are 6'3" and 6'4". One of them is 6'4", one of them is 6'3". So I'm so used to being around tall people. So I'm just saying. Just saying. ASMR MMA. Appearance isn't important, but must have six-pack abs. I think appearance is important to some extent, but pretty girl wanting your soul is creepy shit. Dude. Oh, dude, there's so much you don't understand. There is so much you don't understand. There are people on this planet who just want to find an attractive, good-looking person, and that's it. And I'm just saying, that doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me. Like, of course, I would love if you were attractive and had a great soul. But a lot of the times, some of the most attractive people have the fucking blandest souls. Bland souls with no experience and like no, I don't know. I'm 5'7" and dated a girl that was 5'9" in high school, and honestly it made me feel like a little insecure at times. Just 2 inches felt way more. Yeah, it'd be like that, dude. JV165. The thing is too, most men are not that tall. In places where I lived, like most of the people I've dated have just been my height, maybe even a little shorter, but like my height probably, or an inch taller, like 5'11". But there's only one person that I was with that was like 6'4", 6'3". Anyways, guys. Just 2 inches is noticeable, Kek. Yeah, I don't want to feel like I just don't want to feel like a giant next to you. You know what I mean? I don't think any girl wants to feel like that. Don't read my guy jokes. On paper, we are 7 foot. Are you from Eastern Europe? You pronounce Slavic names like you're from that region, to be honest. Yes, my parents are Russian, so. The Book of Levi Jeans, thank you for the $2. Just checking in before I go. Hope you're good. Dude, thanks for that message. I feel like my comments have been so, like, kind to me recently. Most of them, at least, you know? So, I'm good, actually. I'm in a great mood. I'm excited for tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Fairy, will you partake in drugs or alcohol on Saturday for the fight? Dude, I don't think so. But maybe you know what I might do? I might eat a little bit of weed. I could do that. I could eat a little sativa edible. I have these ones called Edison Jolts. They're really good. Can you do a DMT stream? I don't know, but you know what? Like, my friends have recently been talking about these DMT pens that are apparently really great. I don't know if I would do that. Do you drink wine, Fairy? I sometimes, but I'm not really like, I don't really like alcohol. Alcohol's not really my thing. Also, alcohol is like super inflammatory. I just don't want to, I honestly, I'm at the point in my life where I'm really over consuming anything that like does harm to my body. Whether that's like sugar, you know, alcohol, bread. I am tired of all of these things that fucking give you inflammation. Like, no, I'll take my clear skin and my clear mind. Thank you. What was the vibe check for DDP versus Hamzat? Hamzat's gonna win. I'll get into that later. I'll get into that more if you want, though, where we already did in the beginning of the stream. Fairy DMT cart on the stream. I mean, I've never tried DMT. Apparently, it's a crazy experience. Tuxedo, thank you for the $2. But yeah, I'll see. Yeah, Larry Bird, I'm like, blow actually sucks. It is terrible. And also, like, have you seen the people that do it? They're just trying to escape. I'm not trying to escape anywhere. I am trying to be ultra present as I can, guys. I'm at the stage of my life where I am not trying to run away from reality anymore. I want to participate. Guys. I've actually just been like microdosing weed every day, and it's been great. Like, it's made me realize a lot of things about myself. You're escaping New York City. I will be soon on Tuesday. For a short time. That might be nice, actually. Like, I like going to Canada for like a week, a few days, a week. That's fine. White lines go away. What? Coke is good on the way up, not so good coming down. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm going to Vancouver. Ooh, who? By the way, is anyone in here going to the actual fight? Someone on my video left a comment that they were gonna be at the fight, physically at the fight. Sorry, Fairy Sora. What don't you call this? Dude, that was I was watching Bekruzaboyev's fights, and after he won, forget who he won against, but he jumped up on the cage and like someone from his team was like hugging him, but since he was on the cage, I guess he like was like, they were really excited. I don't know, but he started like squeezing his ass like this. It just looked so weird. It looked so weird. You want to meet life head on, your own terms without flinching? Yeah. Honestly, you know what, guys? I've been so hard on myself for so long that I've basically brought myself to a point where I'm not compromising and I'm not settling for a life that I don't want. And I never thought that I would be in this position, but it seems like the universe has fucking answered. I don't know, because I feel like everything's finally working out in my life. Like, all of the pain now that I've like gotten over the pain, I'm like, oh, okay, because now the wisdom settles in, you know? The wisdom settles in, and then you can give yourself more I don't know, you just kind of gain way more peace after that point. Whereas like if you never needed to get that peace, if you never needed to like find that peace to begin with, you're just kind of, I feel like those people are always kind of lost and they don't really know what they want. And they're kind of just like, I don't know, just taking life as it is. I used to be so like pessimistic, and I still am in some ways, but at this point in my life, I just, yeah, I don't know. Pain of what? Sorry, breakup or something? No, not breakup, dude. Just a generational pain that was handed down to me like a fucking hot pie. But yeah. That's awesome to hear from everything you have told me over the months. It's amazing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Indeed. Indeed. And I'm also like, I can still be hard on myself, and I'm okay with that. As long as I don't like end up marinating in that feeling for too long, you know? Like being hard on yourself is good if you can, but like don't be too hard on yourself, because at the end of the day, like when I eat edibles, I realize like, holy shit, all these things that I'm like completely berating myself about are just human things. I'm just being a human. Holy shit, I'm so like being so mean to myself over like legit human things. I was like, oh, I'm tripping. Like I need to chill. How much longer are you streaming, Fairy? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really have anywhere to be right now, and I'm not tired, so I don't know. But I don't know. I could also go. How long have I been here? Oh, it's been like 2 hours. Just try to be a good person and everything else will work out. Yeah, that's the thing. I already know that I'm doing that. The only thing that I realized I was doing, and I still am doing in a way, is again because I was like really judging all of these like human qualities about myself. In a way that's kind of like self-rejection, and because I'm like self-rejecting by default, I'm rejecting other people too. Because if you're rejecting the qualities within you that are literally within everybody else, other people then feel that rejection too. And that's what I realized. I was like, oh, I am completely tripping. So that's the piece that I've recently come to this is the realization I have recently found, and it's brought me a lot of peace. Fairy, should I stop rocking the buzz cut? You can do whatever you want. Do you think Hamzat or DDP would win a beanbag race? What's a beanbag race? And to be nice to yourself is sometimes the hardest part. Yeah, it is. But also like once you find it, you'll never be able to unsee it. You know what I mean? You exude peacefulness, I find. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Because in many ways, I have found so much peace in my life, really, truly. Like, I really have. And that came from, like, a lot of work on myself. But honestly, I think now, like, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm really I've gone through all the pain. Like I've gone through all the pain. as much pain as a person could possibly like go through. I probably have went through like just about as much as you could possibly give a person. And that really sucked. That really did for a long time. But now that I've kind of like for different stages, I first of all, I shut it off. Secondly, I really tried to process it. And now I'm in the stage of my life where I'm like actually acting on it. And the pain never ends for, I get that. The Tao of Fairy, thank you for the $2. I just feel like, I can talk about these things because I know now that I've gotten over it, I realize like, all of these things are again, I had to go through like multiple levels of this like ego dissolving. The first one happened to me when I was like 12 years old, and I realized like, I need to stop like doing all of these things that I'm doing, because they came from like a place of emotional pain, and I was just like wasn't being a great person. And then I realized like once I let that go, once I like really realized what was happening, I realized I'm like, and I'm not the only one feeling these emotions. Everyone else is too, because we're all fucking human. That's the thing. And that's kind of what I'm realizing now too with myself is like, I used to be so, and in many ways I still am like really judgmental and like worrying about all these things. But now I'm realizing like, I am tripping because everybody kind of everyone experiences these things. They just manifest in different ways. Chimaev going to eat him, but not in the first round. I would say second. DDP showed his strength at the weigh, and DDP looks, I think, the best he's ever looked for a fight. Speak to us of pain. I feel the pain of everyone, then I feel nothing. Yeah, but then again too, you can also feel there's stages of this. There's stages. Da-da-da-da. Your pain is the breaking of the shell of understanding. Exactly. And actually, most of that pain that you feel, that you carry, is just the unprocessed emotions stuck in your body. Like, they're just stuck. You didn't process. The reason you have it is, you never effectively handled it. And then when you do, like the way I describe it, it's really, I had this moment. Because it's really like the ego really fights back. The ego does not want you to see what it's trying to hide from you, right? So like when I ate this edible, I smoked a little bit of weed with my friend, and like, I had this realization, and the realization came with like, first of all, I was really trying to avoid it. Like reality was creeping up on me like really intensely, and as I do usually, I try to like fucking deflect it, but it didn't work. Obviously, like when you take an edible or you smoke some weed, I don't know, it just kind of like forces you to be present, and you can't escape it. And then once you see it, like once you see all those things that you're trying to avoid, like that, let me try and give you guys a visual of like how it feels. You see this part of yourself that you've been trying to avoid, and it looks like a little naked gremlin. It looks like fucking Dobby. It looks like fucking Dobby from Harry Potter. That's what that pain looks like, and that's what it felt like for me. But then once I saw it, I was like, "Aw, oh no! Let me give you some love, you poor neglected child." You know what I mean? And that was the beautiful part, because I was like, I've just been like beating this part of myself up for fucking years. And it's just been like in the corner, like, no. Anyways, I'm just saying. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but I'm just saying. I don't know if you guys even care, actually, but do you Carl Jung? Fear equals false evidence appearing real. Yeah, a lot of the times for a lot of people. Did you throw your sock to the gremlin? No. But I, like, that's exactly the same, like, I had this exact realization when I was 12. There was different stages of it, because it like, depending on, like, the kind of pain you acquired in your life, I acquired both emotional and, like, the other, I don't know how I would call it, like, pain of, like, just physical existence, as well as emotional existence. But I was able to handle the emotional part when I was 12. I don't know how I did it. It was really difficult, but I did. I managed. And it made me really humble. And because of that, I think it just brought me so much more awareness. Anyways, so, and it was the same feeling too. Like, I saw that part of myself and it was like this ugly little fucking creature. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. But you're, like, part of me. And, like, you're part of everyone else too. And that's okay. Like, that fucking ugly creature, it's okay if it's part of you. Like, you just, like, nurture it. It won't be ugly forever. You know? If you take care of it, it'll be beautiful. Anyways, when I used to get upset, I would drink. I'm trying to find different ways to handle stuff, but it can be difficult. Yeah, it can be really difficult. Honestly, I think that's what weed's really good for, because it makes you sit, like, you smoke it or you eat it, whatever, you sit, like, you sit with all those feelings and you're kind of just forced to process them, and then you don't even want to drink anymore, and you don't want to smoke, and you don't want to do all these things. You know. Anyways. Here's a hug fairy. Thank you. The UFC offered me to fight this Russian guy, but I declined. I think the UFC is mad at me. Oh yes, of course. Of course, Torres Fini. I'm surprised your contract hasn't been fucking cut, you know? I am surprised. Very surprising information, you know? Dun, dun, dun. A lot of motherfuckers can't smoke weed because they get drug tested for work. True. Well, I mean, then, you know, then just so they drink. It's weird that you can drink. Drinking is permissible, but smoking weed isn't. That's weird. I'm so drunk and coked up right now. Oh no, Giuliano. Oh no, you're heading all the way to dissociation station. You are not getting off. You're not taking any stops. Integrating the shadow, yes. 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 And new tomorrow. Indeed. Anyhow, guys. I think that's been enough. I guess we spoke about everything that needed to be spoken about. I gave you guys my confident picks. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. I missed your confident picks. Okay. I will tell you again. Alibi Idris, that's free money. Although I know the odds on that are crazy. But okay, Alibi Idris, Edson Barboza, Chase Hooper, Lerone Murphy, Hamza Chimaev. Hamza Chimaev. Fairy, will you do topology picks? Yes, actually I will, and I think I did. Let me actually give you, I don't know if I can give you guys the link. Also, I entered my picks, but I didn't enter all of them. Let's see if I can finish the other ones. Or is it too late to pick now? I think I already entered. Yeah, I think I entered incomplete picks. Oh, here, edit picks. Here, okay. I didn't do this one. I'm just gonna stick with my original picks. Who else did I not pick? Fuck. I didn't pick Mearshart versus Alexeychuk. Is Alexeychuk gonna get a KO or is Mearshart? I'm gonna fucking go with Alexeychuk. Fuck it. My original pick. KO, round 1. Okay. Okay, I picked everyone else. Save. How do I give you guys the link to the topology? How do I share? Chase Hooper is gooned. You're up 7-4, 7-5 after tomorrow. Enjoy being the only one up on me for 3 more weeks. I'll be so upset if win 2-1 by split decisions. Yes, dude, I don't want to see split decisions, but I feel like there's gonna be quite a few of them on this card. Thank you for the $5, by the way. But yeah, we'll see. Dude, see, guys, Giuliano confirms my picks have been fucking epic for the past few weeks. And I don't know, like, they've just, I mean, they've always been good, but they've been, like, really good the last little bit. And especially, like, not just that, but, like, I'm not just picking the fighters, guys. I'm telling you who I think you should not pick. Which I think is very valuable information, because some people just make predictions, but they don't say, like, who they think is like really, like, who they're not sure about. I'll tell you guys, like, everyone who I say I'm sure about has won. This card is a bit different. But yeah, like, I've been making good calls. RDR, Chris Duncan, Alex Volkanovski against Diego Lopez. Who fucking else? Yeah. Anyways. Who else was picking Alexander Volkanovski to win against Diego Lopez, bro? Who else? So everybody was picking Diego Lopez. Anyways. Leroy Murphy is a great dog. I think so too. I think he's a really good underdog. And also it's great to have, like, if your parlay consists of favorites and you have one underdog, it's pretty solid. Anyways, guys. Oh, nice. You got Volk too. Nice. Yeah, not everybody did Giuliano. That's we did well. We did well on that card. Yeah, you're on a roll with proper picks. Big respect. Thank you, Pablo. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll give you a little bowl swirl before I end this. And I will see you tomorrow. I'll probably be here early. And for now, here, I offer you some decalcification. Let me decalcify your pineal gland real quick. Maybe I'll do one more swirl. Okay, guys. Have a lovely rest of the night. I'm gonna go pee. I need to pee so bad. I've been sitting here for 2 hours without peeing, guys. Do you understand how full my bladder is? Okay. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow.